suspend all nuclear and missile tests and for the U.S. and South Korea to suspend all military exercises. Russia's UN ambassador, Vladimir Nubedez, also urged North Korea to stop the test and called on the U.S. and South Korea to cancel large-scale military maneuvers scheduled for December. Okay, wait a second here. Who is doing this? Russia? This is something that they have been doing ongoing to ready South Korea, to protect our military at the DMZ and to our allies. I don't think we're going to kowtow to Russia. Thanks, but no thanks. We are there for one reason only, and that is to protect U.S. citizens and the citizens of South Korea because of this rogue regime. Cancel it? Oh, yeah, we're going to listen to you, Russia, for pouring into Crimea and having no problem annexing that against their people. Yeah, we're right there with you. How much help are actually you helping the North there? You know, when I say, you know, your enemies, know your enemies and who they are, Russia is certainly no friend. And I believe that Nikki Haley understands this intimately, and I don't see that the president's going to kowtow this. What I see is provocation for the Russians with their flybys, where we've had to escort their bombers in the northern region there of North Korea. They're coming over close to our ships, where we've had to actually escort them out of the area and, baiting us and testing us. And we're not going to kowtow and be dictated by Russia, who is definitely believed to have been meddling and doing things in the U.S. government to our electoral system. I realize that people did vote for Donald Trump, so it had nothing to do with Russia with that, but they tried, and they shouldn't be meddling in any election. They shouldn't be buying ads or being involved in that way, any sort of money or manipulation into a democracy. And we should realize that. We should understand this. It would be interesting for somebody to give them a little smack and say, we don't need it. Once you get out of Crimea, maybe he'd listen to you. I mean, I think that would be a really, really great thing. It's like a thug. Yeah, listen to us. We know best for North Korea. We can see what great good you're doing around the world. Please give me a break. The only positive thing that I can honestly say at this moment is with Syria is that because of the Russian interests that are over there, just like we have interest in Syria, they want to keep their interest alive over in Syria so they can have a port over there, they can have a base over there, and they can feel like they're more in control of things. But you don't hear anybody saying they're going to get rid of Bashar Assad, the Russians, to take this guy out. And this is the guy who has been responsible for murdering millions of his people. He's the one responsible for the problems that have happened over there. And again, thanks but no thanks. Don't need the advice. Let's see what these new sanctions are going to do. The Trump administration threatened new sanctions on North Korea after the reclusive government shattered 2.5 months of relative quiet with its most powerful weapon test yet. And so stronger measures, stronger sanctions. Are they going to shut down all gas, all shipments? Are we going to patrol all the ports? I mean, how are we going to actually man this situation here? It'd be interesting to see, and not even just to see, but to hear from the Trump administration exactly with the banks. That's cool, but if you get the Iranians, they can't just do a shipment of money under the radar. I mean, if there's a will for thugs, there's always a way. I just don't see this guy. I see him shooting more, and they say now it's just a matter of time of launching another one. Is that if he does this, gets away with it, not until we start shooting the damn things down, because he's going to launch another one. He will do it. He's not going to shut up. He's not going to sit idly, and he hasn't shown any signs that he wants to come to the table. This might be the diplomatic dance that has to be done. in front of the world stage for these things to play out, for once and for all, for them to be able to justify surgical strikes that could lead us into some type of showdown with them, which would offer a big stage, obviously, in theater for other people like Kim Jong-un, like Iran, if you will, and other rogue nations. Because one of the biggest fears, according to some that study Un, is that he was very terrified when he saw Saddam Hussein's statues coming down. When he saw the attack on Baghdad, he feared that the future, that could be him. And one of the biggest warnings that the Trump administration has told them and the UN is that the United States warned North Korea leadership that it would utterly be destroyed, and I quote, if war would break out after Pyongyang test-fired its most advanced weapon. And it's repeatedly said all options were on the table in dealing with North Korea. So we have never sought war on North Korea. Again, Nikki Haley, and still today we do not seek it. If war does come, it will be because of continued acts of aggression like we witnessed yesterday. Again, North Korea said the new missile soared at altitude of 4,475 kilometers, 2,780 miles. That's more than 10 times the height of the International Space Station, ladies and gentlemen. It flew higher and longer than any North Korean missile before, landing in the sea near Japan. Experts say the new Hwasong-15 missile theoretically gave North Korea the ability to hit the United States, including the East Coast, although it was not clear whether it could carry a nuclear weapon. And, of course, now all sorts of video is circulating with this launch off the pads there that Pyongyang has released to terrify the world. The Chinese envoy who just returned from North Korea seems to have had no impact on Little Rocket Man. Hard to believe his people and the military put up with living in such a horrible condition. Russia and China condemned the launch. Well, it's good that they condemned it, but is condemnation enough? That's Donald Trump's tweet about the envoy who literally did just return from North Korea. They launched it, and I guess that's their snub with Russia and China to say they could care less about coming around the table and talking about things. It's either Kim's way or the highway. And I think the world has seen it, and I think it concerns everyone. And I'm glad that we're using the language we are, because had this been a different administration, like Barack Hussein Obama or Hillary Clinton, most likely this guy would be getting away with it, stronger, and then able to reach us with a warhead and probably be popping some of these off, which a lot of people fear is about an EMP, might be the most plausible for them to take out our grid. Do we want that? Really? I don't think so.
We'll help you survive this thing called life. We're for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It's unlike anything you've ever been through in your life, man. I was driving. This kid threw a grenade at us and went right over our vehicle. It was 12 years old.
The shockwave went through my head, rattled up my brain, and left.
Danger is around you 360 degrees at all times, and you can't unlearn that.
It's impossible to describe the sacrifices these men and women have made to protect our freedoms. And the job of rebuilding their lives is massive and growing every day. Many will need the programs offered by the Wounded Warrior Project for years to come.
I didn't know what PTSD was. All I knew is I was having nightmares. And when I got released, my reintegration was go check in at the VA, man.
My first coping mechanism was use drugs. Just numb it, don't feel anything.
I was angry. I'm trying to pull myself out of that right now.
Your gift today of $19 per month will honor and empower these veterans so they can aid and assist each other.
The Wounded Warrior Project is a life raft.
I can say this without question that I wouldn't be here today if it weren't for it.
Women Wear Project is the first step, getting back out into the world and reforming yourself outside of the service.
Call or go online with a pledge of $19 a month. You'll receive this Wounded Warrior Project blanket, and your gift will provide critically needed programs that rebuild lives.
That was my first feeling of actually being a part of something bigger than myself again.
Well, I lost a few really close friends overseas, and if I quit, I'm going to let them down, and I'm not about to do that.
I'm learning to face my fears head on. To trust and see what happens at the end.
It's a long process, but I had the drive and desire.
Please, call or go online with your gift right now.
For the people is there.
Your American heritage. Funny how things work out. Elias Howe invented the sewing machine and had it patented in 1846. American reaction was so-so, so he went to England and sold the British rights to a corset manufacturer. But when he returned, one Isaac Singer had opened a sewing machine factory in New York City. After 5 years of legal actions, Howe won his suit and collected a royalty on every machine using any part of his design. He became enormously wealthy, but despite his victory, we never hear of a Howe sewing machine, do we? It's always a Singer. This has been Don Keyes, musing about how oddly things sometimes work out on Your American Heritage.
Keeping your American heritage alive, I'm Keith Allen. Stay tuned for more of Your American Heritage Monday through Friday right here at this time for Your American Heritage, brought to you by For the People.
It's 6 a.m. 40 million Americans are waking up to a Gillette shave. And at our factory in Boston, 1,200 workers are starting their day building on over 100 years of heritage, craftsmanship, and innovation. Today, we're bringing you America's #1 shave at lower prices every day, putting money back in the pockets of millions of Americans. As one of those workers, I'm proud to bring you Gillette quality for less, because nobody can beat the men and women of Gillette. Gillette, the best a man can get.
Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any hot beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And enjoy.
We asked our customers, why is Consumer Cellular your choice in wireless?
Consumer Cellular helps me save money.
It's simple and easy.
It is reliable.
I like the fact that there are no contracts.
By moving to Consumer Cellular, my cost is 50% less than it was.
They fit the plan to you.
I have everything I want with Consumer Cellular.
Their customer service is fabulous.
Customers are their #1 priority.
I really feel like they take care of me.
We're proud to have received the J.D. Power Award for highest customer service 3 times in a row.
We really appreciate the AARP discount.
AARP members get exclusive discounts.
It's easy to switch. You could use your own phone and you could use your own number.
Wild horses wouldn't drag me away from Consumer Cellular.
Go with Consumer Cellular.
You're going to save a lot of money.
Now, for a limited time, get a $20 credit on any new line of service. Call 1-800-918-4704. Go online or visit a Target store today.
Common Sense on your radio, back with more. Keith Allen and For the People on a Thursday. Thanks so much for tuning in and taking the time to listen to our broadcast. And if you like our radio show, if you could share the show, that would be priceless. I got to tell you, we have been pushing that rock up the hill. We have some great supporters have got behind us on a monthly basis. Some give, $10, $25 a month, $1 a month. Believe it or not, I got several $1 a month givers, which is terrific. But we could use more. And I have to tell you these things because, the network, that syndicates us, God bless them, we don't get a paycheck. We run our coffee mug spot and the 1-2-3 Ready TV, and that's it. And some PSAs, but that's ours. Other than that, we depend solely on you. So if you could sign up today, and how to do that is our website is forthepeopleshow.com. Scroll down, and it'll say donate, and you can put whatever amount in. If it's $5 or it's $25, if you want to give $100 a month, that would